Hey guys, alright, so this week, Sarah tagged me in the Alex Day YouTuber Survey 2012, so that is what I'm going to do. Alright, let's get started. Alright, question 1, why are you called that? I hadn't had a YouTube channel until a few years ago, and I was just gonna, pal around, watch videos, and that's what I did. But I was thinking of a name, and I couldn't think of one, and I was just kind of browsing through my iTunes at one point, and I got to the How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack, and then I saw the title of one of the songs was Not So Fireproof, and I was like, huh, that's kind of cute. I kind of like that. I really like this movie. It's a pretty cute song, and it could be kind of cute, not so fireproof. I'm a redhead, my head's on fire. Okay, so it's not that funny, but whatever. But then I decided to start making videos. But on the slight off chance that I became successful, I didn't want to run into any possible plagiarism problems, so I changed so to very. Yeah, so I am now not very fireproof because some people know me online as that, and I just didn't want to switch it up too much. Tell us about your favorite school teacher. So with school teachers, I had actually quite a few who made a large positive impact on me, and some who made some negative impacts, but I would say that the two that stand out the most to me are my third grade teacher, Mrs. Pearson, and my high school drama teacher, Rebecca Reinhardt. Mrs. Pearson was my third grade teacher, and I adored her, and I've always struggled with math, and she taught me like little tips and tricks on math and counting and yada yada yada, and she really encouraged me. She was very sweet. She was the one who actually noticed that something might be a little off, I guess, and she's the one that noticed that I had ADHD, which, my family and other doctors and things, we hadn't really noticed it because it didn't present itself in a way that, like, I was running around and things. It's more internalized. But, so that made a huge difference throughout my life. And then I have Rebecca Reinhardt, who's my high school drama teacher, and that's what I want to go into. I want to be a performer, and she was very supportive, and I've learned a lot from her. I had a lot of opportunities in the school program. I did everything from assistant directing to technical directing to acting, and she even gave me a job when I came back from Ohio University. So I was an assistant tech director for the theater program. And so that was amazing, and yeah. What's the strangest food you've ever eaten? That's actually kind of a hard one because although I'm not super picky with food, I'm not very adventurous, I suppose. I have a thing with texture. If something has a weird texture, I'm not gonna like it. For example, mushrooms. I like the flavor of mushrooms. I like it when mushrooms are in things or when they're finely chopped. But if there's like a chunk of a mushroom, I can't do it. The texture throws me off. So I guess the weirdest thing I've had would be octopus. And again, it was the texture that threw me off. The taste was fine, but the little suckers when it goes down your throat, sorry, I can't do that. Tell us about your first gig. Well, my first gig was probably technically Barney or something. I don't remember, but my dad had mentioned one time taking me to a Barney concert, so I guess that's what it is. But the first one that I remember is Pokemon Live. I guess you could consider that. It's more a musical. Would that count as a gig? I don't know, but I remember I went with my friend Sarah Hecht, and she took me, which was so great of her, and it was actually pretty fun. I don't remember too much about it, but it was a spectacle. It was definitely a spectacle. And then I guess if you don't want to count that, my first concert was NSYNC. And that was really cool. My dad took me and my friend Michelle, who I've talked about before on here, and I remember getting Wendy's beforehand, and we went and we parked because we wanted to get there early that way we would get a parking space. And so, we had our Wendy's or whatever, and we sat and opened the trunk of our, what we used to have a minivan, so we opened the trunk of our minivan, and we sat in there and ate our Wendy's, my dad, myself, and Michelle, and then we went in, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. What is your favorite place in the world? I can't choose just one. I have just so many great memories. Like Cedar Point, I used to go there every year. And so I knew that place with the back of my hand, and it was awesome. And then, you know, Disney World, hello. You can't not smile at Disney World. And I mean, there's also Hogwarts, and I grew up on those books, and you know, they've been a huge part of shaping me who I am today. And yeah, it's, you know, there to welcome you home. But I guess, really, if I had to choose one place, cheesy answer time, it's with my family and friends and my loved ones, because without them, what else have you got? Who do you want to answer the survey next? Whoever wants to, really. Go forth. Go answer the survey. So that's going to be about it for the video. I hope you guys have a great day and the rest of your week, and see you next Thursday.